Hi, my name is Igor Sandman. I'm a pixel artist. I make a pixel art piece every day. The topic of the day is cape, and I thought I would make Guts from Berserk. I really love this anime, and I love the character, so let's do it. I will use this. I'm using a model. It's instead of a picture from either the manga or one of the animes. The reason why is because this is the design I was looking for, because he's changing costume over the different versions and over time inside one single version, and that's the design I wanted, and I couldn't find a picture for it, so all I could find was this, so I keep that. It's okay. I'm using it for the colors and a little bit of the design, but I won't use the pose, and obviously the proportions, I will keep my usual proportions. For the pose, I was thinking maybe a pose a little bit like the idol pose in Dark Souls, which is a combat pose. I'll see what I can come up with for the pose. It's not very important right now. I'm figuring out how I want to represent the face. Let's see. Let's try a few things with the eyes. Also, I got some questions I need to answer, but I will first get the basic thing going, and then I will come back to the questions. Don't want the eyes to be too big, but I would like to get I don't know. Maybe something like this. I don't know. I want the eyes to be small, but I also want them to be very expressive, so I'm not sure what I should do with them. I don't want to just do dots, but maybe that's what I need to do. You know what? I'll start with a single dot. And if I do this, it will be too cartoony. I want him to be stylized, but not too much. Maybe that's too low. All right. Something like this. So we can see is here. And I will make the hair black. I won't worry too much about the design of the hair for now. I'll come back to it. I would like to get the pose now, and then I can answer questions. This gives him, what I did just there, gives him a more massive and angular jaw. I kind of like it. Alright, I think it will be quite recognizable thanks to that, because he has a very strong jaw. So what do I need to do for the body? I will get the basic shape for called the basic pose. I will get another background, kind of like this, but I'm not sure it will work with the desaturated colors that the costume already has. And I can go darker then. Alright, so you will have shoulder pads, something like this. And then, so what pose did I want? From the side. Don't want it to be too big. And then maybe the other way around. Let's try this for now. I will move it around when I have the legs and the arms. Alright, so the legs are brown. And I kind of want one leg pointing forward and the other one kind of like this. I kind of know what I want to accomplish with this, but it's not easy. So let's see. Maybe it should actually be bent forward instead of backward. That will help me. Alright, let's try again then. Maybe I should make it shorter. No. That's not what I need. Maybe I need to exaggerate the pose then. I've got an idea of the pose, but having the pose in your head and making it, it's two different things, right? Let's see, maybe I should try and get it with just one pixel so I can understand the pose. Nope. I need to picture it in my mind. All right, let's try again. That's too long, but that's closer to what I want. Something like this, and then what should it be? Let's try this. It's not quite what I wanted, but it's nice actually. But it's a bit weak, I think. Maybe if I flip it. It's a bit better. This is closer to what I want, but I would like the knee to be higher. Or maybe just, or try something on another layer. Yeah, maybe with the light, something like this. Yeah, I think that will work. If I do this, so I focus on the light first. Then I need to get this with a bigger brush. I'm not sure how that's gonna turn out. Okay, I guess. This is better. The pose is important, so I want to make it just right. Even if it takes time, it's okay. This is closer to what I had in mind in the first place. It's actually very close. Maybe I need it longer, like this. It's getting somewhere slowly. So I'll create the arms. And the other one. something like this, and then his sword is going to be, his big sword is going to be here, and the cape is going to fly over here, I guess. But I'm probably going to have to change the legs. They're not working. If I do this, I'm losing the balance. Maybe just straight legs like that, actually. That's kind of nice. I like it. Then I need to get the foot right. So what about the left foot? I don't know. I cannot see in my mind how the left foot is supposed to be. Is it in front? Is it to the right? To the left? Not to the left, but maybe something like this. This is not pretty. It's supposed to be some kind of shape like this one, but it's really not pretty at all. Yeah, maybe this. This can work. Alright, I've got something kind of working, so I think I can answer the question I got. But first I want to make sure it's working. Alright, I'll go to the question. So I got a question from Pixel Noob on Twitter. He actually sent me an email. It's a bunch of questions, so I will focus on one at a time. I probably won't have the time to answer everything in this video, so I will take the first one, which is, do you have a background in arts? Actually, I didn't study like at school, but I do have kind of a background in art, but I'm self-taught, and to me it's pretty important to I think it's important to know how to draw to be a pixel artist. I know it's not what most beginners want to hear when they don't know how to draw. I don't think it's necessary, but certainly helps a lot. I started to, like 15 years ago, well, I've always loved drawing, but I was never good at it. I don't have a talent for it, a natural talent for it. But like 15 years ago, I decided to get serious about it and to work on it to be good. And it took me a while to actually get to a point where I was satisfied with my skill. I started learning how to draw, but I wanted to be an illustrator, well, to know how to illustrate, not especially make a career as an illustrator, but I wanted to know how to illustrate, to make pictures in colors, but it took me a while because it's not my best. I wasn't born with a natural talent to draw. Some people are, I wasn't. I started learning from the internet, tutorials and whatnot. Then I found references to a bunch of, I looked for references to a bunch of books that I could use to learn specific topics like anatomy, perspective, you know, all the things that you need to learn when you want to know, when you want to learn how to draw. I followed a bunch of workshops also online. I don't like the direction this is going. I don't know. Something is wrong. I know I will eventually figure it out, but it's not easy. Maybe I should try and get this at the 45-degree angles, like this. I don't like it, but maybe this is what I need for this picture. Maybe, yeah. So yeah, I learned how to draw with books on specific topics like anatomy, perspective. I worked a lot on the fundamentals, understanding volumes and how volume works in 3D, you know. And then I started to try a few things in color in Photoshop. I followed a bunch of workshops also. I can't focus on this. I don't know what's wrong. I know I can get it to work, but it's hard to concentrate and talk at the same time. I think it's not helping me right now. Well, I need to start worrying about the handle like this. I don't like it. Let's get rid of that. So what do I want to do? I want to figure out what I want to do with the sword because it's very important. It's part of the character. It's like Cloud in Final Fantasy VII. You wouldn't draw him without this big ass sword. So this guy needs a big ass sword too. What if I try and make it something more like this? I don't know. Not sure it's going to work. Nah. Come on, what can I do? I need to figure out the pose, right? Because I've got the body working, but I don't know what to do with the sword. If it was a smaller sword, I would do maybe something like this. You know? This is what I would do if it was a smaller sword. Or maybe even something like this. Let's try again. This is kind of nice. What if I make it less? Something like this. It might be an opportunity to try a character without a face. I'm not sure. And the reason why I switched to the eyes while I was in the middle of the sword, drawing of the sword, is because it's part of the pose. Something was wrong with the eyes also, so. I need to figure out several things at the same time. This is okay. Okay, this is better. Let's get back to the sword. I might change it again, but for now it's working. I want to get this shape correct. Something like this. This is helping also. I'm trying all the things that can help me define the body and everything. Sometimes the reason why I'm stuck on the sword is because I don't understand the overall pose. And right now it looks like maybe I can move the face. Well, the head, I mean. Yeah. This is better. Something like this, but then what can I do with that arm? Not that. Alright, I'm having a trouble with both arms. So maybe that's a clue. Maybe I need to switch something. Maybe I can figure out the right arm because I cannot figure out the left arm. So if he was like this, I really don't know what to do with the left arm, you know. There's nothing much I can do about it. Except it should be in the background. Maybe something more subtle and more discreet. This could work actually, right? I don't know. You see, I'm having trouble with both arms. I'll duplicate, get rid of this arm, and try something completely wild and different. Maybe this arm holds the sword. And this arm is more like this. Having the sword on that side would probably help. Now, I'm not sure. Let's see, if he's standing like this, this could be more. Let's see now. Let's try something else for that one. Is this better? Huh. This was looking better. Obviously, you only see this big shape, but I see a hand in front like this, you know. And the thumb is on the outside. But I'm not sure that's what I need, right? Oh, by the way, that side, he has a gauntlet. So I would have something like this. Let's try something very different again. I'm sorry if I'm not answering your question, but when I'm struggling with a picture, it's not easy to talk at the same time. This can work. Yeah, it can work. And then that hand, let me think. If the sword wasn't there, well, first I will get rid of that old one because this one is working. I will get the sword on the side. It's probably too big. I need it to be broad, but don't want to overdo it. So I would have something like that. And that end would be something like this. And this would be hidden. So something like that. Right? I think this is working. I don't know what to do with this. Like this is better, and maybe make the upper leg longer. This is kind of nice. I like this leg. It's strong and it's got a clear flow, which I like. All right. So, 40 minutes in. I'll give him a shadow. And then I need to make it work in terms of design, because right now it's still a bit weak. I don't have much colors going on, because it's very desaturated, right? So first I can create the cape. Something like this. All right, the face then. That's not what I meant. Short hair is always harder to make, right? And he's got some a lot of strands of hair, a lot of bangs of hair, I mean. But I'm not sure it's a good idea to try and represent them, because it tends to look, I don't know, isolated pixels. I don't really enjoy painting with them. I always try to avoid that. But the problem is right now he's not very recognizable, right? Maybe I should try and get the forehead higher like this. Something like that, I don't know. This is giving him a more stylized look, like the face is a big block. Maybe I can play on that. It's kind of nice. It's a different design than my usual. Alright, I'll keep their hair like that. I will just add some lighting so it start to read better. It's coming too low. I don't know. This is quite different from what I'm used to do, so it's a bit harder to represent. What if I try and get the hair lower? Sorry for the silence treatment, but I need to figure it out. Let's get rid of the light for... Yeah, now he's recognizable, right? Maybe I shouldn't add any lighting. I would try again, but I don't think I should, because he's very recognizable when I just do... You see, whoops, that was the eraser. This is very recognizable, so I think I should keep this and stop trying to push something different than this. Make him angry. Maybe I can try to give him wide eyes. It's kind of nice. I'm trying to find a way to differentiate the eyes from the eyebrows. Maybe like this, and add some white to the eye. This is actually quite nice. If I make the eyes black, it's a bit hard to understand what we are looking at, right? This eye reads okay, but that one, I don't know. Maybe like this actually, and then I can push this in the shadow, and this also. Maybe a bit less. He has a weird face when I do that. Or maybe more graphic. It's kind of nice like this. Less volume, but more graphic, just like the hair. I think that would be the theme of the character. Not too much volume, but a clear. Now we recognize him, right? Like this, we can recognize the character. I like it. All right, let's get back to this. There's a problem here. You see the arm. The arm is made of 2 pixel high, right? And the sword, I don't know how to explain this. It's kind of easy to understand, but how to explain? The center of this arm is between 2 pixels, and here the center is 1 pixel. So it's hard to make it centered. I can't make it centered. And if I make it 4 pixels, I don't have a middle like I used to. So I need to create something like this. And now it's centered. Yeah. But maybe I should just go with 2. And then I can try make it more expressive. But the arm needs to follow the idea. Actually, this is quite nice. I'm not very happy with the... I really like that we can now recognize the character, but I have a feeling that the head is too big compared to the rest of the body, right? So I kind of need to figure out what to do with that. It's not great, right? I'm spending a lot of time on a character that's not going to turn out my best piece, but it's okay. Doesn't matter. I will try to figure out something for the face, because it's bugging me. This is already better. And then maybe, well, I know this is better, so I'm going to keep this and start again, try to improve again. Actually, this is quite nice. I like it. I'll keep that. All right, what else? That's not what I meant to do. All right, so this is kind of working. Maybe let's try a few things. No, I'm thinking this is working okay. Right? If I were to make the full hand, well, actually I should just keep this. Maybe the thumb is too low. All right, I guess this is what yeah, at some point it will work, I guess. Almost an hour. Apparently lately I'm not as efficient as I'm used to. I struggle a little bit with my pixel art, but it doesn't matter. There are periods like that where you are not so concentrated, right? It happens. what are the big things that I can do? The sword is still not completely working. Maybe before trying to modify it, maybe I should try and get some volume. You know what? I'm used to working with purples, so I will try and make it work as a shiny object. Yeah, it's helping me. It helps to have a few crutches once in a while. I know that when I'm creating metal, I know I'm better if I use purple and blue, like if I make it very shiny. If I try to make it a gray like this, from the beginning and from the start, I know that this is not working, at least not for me. I need to improve it. And then what I want to do is shift the lighting a little bit, making this light like this. This is much better. So now the character starts to work, right? Simple things like that. Changing one color. Maybe I should do it on the torso also, I will see in a second. Alright, then a little sheen on it. This is nice. Now I don't really like the colors for the body, so I will try maybe on a new layer to get things working. I'm not sure. I think it's still important to keep it a darker gray like this, but maybe work on one of those grays, the dark one or the lighter one. Maybe darken it towards blue. Let's try. With a heavy blue. Nope. Dark purple. That's much better. So which gray is this? That's the one. All right. Maybe I can use a darker gray to define the volume here. I'm not sure, because there's kind of a conflict, because I try to make things in one color, like the hair, the cape, even the face to some extent. And then on this, all of a sudden I'm super modeling everything. I'm over modeling everything, I mean. Alright, I will try to add the kind of a belt buckle he has around his chest. Thing like this. It's kind of nice, I like it. I think this is too bright. This is much better. Alright, I will try and get everything, the whole torso. I would like to try a few things with it, like further in front. I don't know, the attitude, a lot of these things can work. So I was here. If I push it forward, he's more like, he looks more like he's attacking. If I push it back, it's kind of a dynamic pose, I like it. So it was here, maybe just one pixel further back. Yeah, kind of works. It's actually better if it's simple like this. This gray is not very readable right now, so I need to either make it darker. Yeah, darker is what I need. The same as the glove. I had made it lighter earlier, but it's not working. And then maybe push this leg further back. It's nice. Well, in the end it turned out okay. I might need to fix the balance a little bit. Right, because right now it looks like he's falling to the right. If I do that, it's more dynamic and it's more balanced. Not sure about the black line here. Don't think I should have it. It's kind of nice. What if I use this here? Is this better? Don't think so. I would like to improve this hand a little bit. Not sure what I should do with it. Something like this, and maybe make it, no. I was thinking maybe make it lighter, but probably not a good idea. Let's try that with a darker gray, not that one. Well, it's not changing much. This is probably what I need, right? Maybe some black down here. I made it so it's pushing more towards the back, and I think it's better. All right. Thinking of little small thing that I can do to improve. Maybe bring this higher. I have a mixed feeling about this hand. We don't really see what's going on in there. I will try and redo it on a new layer. Let's pretend there's no arm at all. And then this right here. Nope. Here. Then we have this. This is a little bit better. I don't know, I'm sure there are things I can do to make it more readable. Well, first, this is probably too dark, but let's see. A lighter gray. This is kind of better. It reads better like this, but something bugs me still. Maybe I should try and make it fall lower so I can have a bit more length in the arm, like so. Nope. I'm struggling with a silly arm. I guess it's working, but not as well as I wanted to. It's not very clear what I'm trying to represent here. If I were to make the hand alone, I would do something like this. No, the thumb should be outside. So maybe what I need is this. It's a bit more readable actually with just one little pixel. Yeah, I leave it like this. Still the shoulder that I don't know what to do with it. Maybe just this. Now I've got a big bright spot in here in the middle of a dark area, so don't like it. Should probably keep it like that, or use this to overlap it maybe. Yeah, it's actually better. Now I can read it. So, it's kind of nice in the end. I will play a little bit with the face. Okay, let's get rid of the old one. How long am I? 1 hour and 15 minutes. It's a bit long, right? But I guess I'm in a period where I'm tired and not very concentrated on what I do, so probably all of my video will be like this one for a while. That's what I had, and that's what I'm doing now. Okay, let's do it like this. I'm very happy that the character is recognizable, kind of. It's not easy when you have a low resolution like this. Okay, should I try and add some lighting to the cape? I'll try on a new layer, and then after that I think I should just leave it as it is, right? Let's not spend too much time on this guy. I think it's better if it's just dark like this, right? I like it. It's a great opportunity to try and get there's a truck in front. It's a great opportunity to try and get some light shining through like this. but I think it's not in the overall theme of the picture. I don't know. Wow, that's not what I wanted to do. No, I think it should stay in the darkness like this. I've got a nice silhouette there, so. Alright, guys. Thanks for watching. I didn't answer, Pixel Noob, I didn't answer your question fully, but I will keep trying. And if I can focus on the drawing and answering your question, then I will. Okay? I'll see you around. Bye bye.